I mean, look at the issue of the bring back our guests, the issue of the ladies. Today, they were saying, okay, the governor is giving them false information, misleading information. Even though I will blame those who are even processing the information, because you take information from different sources and you have to process it to intelligence. So somebody will lie, some people will tell you the truth. But the reality is that that cooperation is very, very important also. It's not about controlling police, it's not about controlling army. Forget about your political party divide. You need to work with the president at this point in time. Now, if the president gets information on time and pass the information to an appropriate law enforcement agency, probably they'll be able to help. So the way forward for some of these governors is to ensure that in their domain, they use a political tool as necessary as much as possible, to tackle this issue of terrorism. And that's the only way, to help. We could continue.
When you say political tool, what kind of political tool can you use to tackle terrorism in your state? Okay,
during the Niger data problem, even though it's a different thing altogether. It's a different thing altogether. But I just want to drop that example. It's a different thing.
Please be very careful.
Yeah, I want to be very careful.
It's causing problems.
I just want to draw something out of that. Okay. At a point, they have to call all the governors. At a point, even the vice president have to get involved, talk to these people, because he understands their language better. It's from that side. And the president also has been saying also, look at all this cleric. They set up a kind of dialogue committee headed by the special duty minister, to get these people, get them out, and they're able to talk to some people. Even during this bring back our guests, there was somebody from Dubai, who, of course, dialogue interfacing between government, even though they are denying that, interfacing between government and this element. Abasanjo at the point also has been saying that, okay, he can get Boko Haram today and meet with all of them. So these are kind of things which, of course, governors can do. So in their own domain, look, when in the Southwest, when we're having problem with OPC, I've said it's a different thing altogether. So it's a different thing altogether. But today, if you don't want OPC to cause problem again, you know who and who to talk to. The governors will know those who are who and who. Okay, apart from calling Fashewu and calling Gani Adams, you know some other people that can talk to Fashewu and that can talk to Gani Adams that look, and if you don't want to listen, then the federal government will arrest you. So the governor can complement.
No. Boko Haram is faceless. Who are they going to call to talk to?
That's what people are saying, that is faceless. I don't think Boko Haram is faceless.
Okay, we know of somebody called Shekau.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Shekau is faceless, But you have two options. If you don't get him on the table, then the cost of one bullet is better than the cost of war. Get him out. And who are the people supporting Shekau? They will not tell us. These are things which, of course, they will not be able to declassify. And probably the reason they have not been able to arrest anybody all this while is because they have not been able to link any evidence to that person. So, yeah. So the reality is that the intelligence committee will actually know some people. And when you talk to some of these governors, some of these governors can assist federal government. Okay, this is what we can do. Let us talk to these people and cooperate with the federal government and cooperate with the president. That's what they can do at their level of their state.
All right.
And then to round off, I said something about intelligence fusion. In your state, there was a time there was a report that these people are already infiltrating some part of Okeogun. The governor of your state did not take any, and he quickly set up a committee. He worked on that. Pass the information to appropriate authority to work on that. So it's important. If some governors can be doing that when cooperating with the president, I think definitely we're going to get some part of the result.
Your final word, Bala, because we have to wrap up now.
In national interest, it's very, very clear now that our preventive, detective, and corrective or compensative mechanisms are not working. And that's it. So, and in national interest, when you talk about security, right, and protecting lives and property, I will be surprised if there is any governor looking for the support of the central government and will be turned back. I will be very surprised if a governor in a particular state will call the military commander or security agencies and say, please, we need to talk, and they will say no. Because what is happening now is this, like you rightly said, probably the insurgents in the northeastern parts are doing their own, but some people under the guise of Fulani now are even operating in the daytime. Because you have people going to a place like Guantu, and they will start killing from 4 o'clock. It used to be in the night. What happened in Abuja at the plaza now is in the daytime. So in national interest, we want a situation where at every point in time, we want to sing a national anthem that is positive. And I would be very surprised. Central government at any point in time will support any state executive as long as security issues are concerned.
Okay. Well, on that note, I guess we would have to wrap up. Alera, there's loads of points that are being raised.
I know.
It seems everybody is on Twitter this morning and they're
Yes.
passionate about it. And I don't know if
Yes.
you want to take one or two from what you can read there.
How much time do we have?
We've got to wrap up right away, but if you can take one.
This one struck me, that security is exclusive command of the federal government. Citizens should study, please. And this is coming from somebody we all know very well. He says there's so much ignorance of our federal structure and lack of basic knowledge that security is exclusive command of the federal government.
Okay, now there's quite a lot here. I'll just run through one or two of them, or maybe three. At Doyin Laja says, do government really know the number of people that have been terrorized in the past years and their families? Any program for them? I don't think we've seen any program for those who have been terrorized or anything being said about the families of those who are no compensation or nothing. And then Henry Asede says, the states should, as a matter of urgency, be allowed to have state police. This would help in curbing insurgency in states. Because
he also says that the nation is under-policed with only 380,000 police in the force to police a nation of 170 million people.
Okay, I guess on that note we'll have to wrap it up. We'll take some of your comments, but
I
please
think we must end this on a positive note,
Yes.
because a lot of what has been said here is so serious. What I think we need to know is that we may be approaching Nigeria's darkest hour, but after the darkness, there will break a dawn, and this nation will be one of the greatest that history has ever produced.
I say yes and amen,
Amen
to that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's coming from Mr. Thompson. Mr. Ladi Thompson, who is a security expert. We also had Mr. Dare Ogunlano, also a security expert and a public affairs analyst, as well as Mr. Balazaka, public affairs analyst.
Thank you.
And an oil engineer as well. Thank you all very much for coming to share your insights with us this morning. Sunrise will return in just a moment with yet another very interesting conversation. Make sure you're part of it.